These baked potatoes are delicious, crispy outside and soft inside. Make them with me. Let's start. So first of all, you need to peel the potatoes. If you want, you can also make this recipe leaving the skin on. Do as you prefer. If you leave the skin on, scrub them well under cold running water to remove any residue. By the way, peeler or knife, I have to get all of you to switch to using a peeler, so I always ask you this. Peel all the potatoes and cut them into large chunks. Like this, just so we're clear. And once I've cut them all, I rinse them under cold running water until the water, which as you can see is cloudy, becomes nice and clear. Rinse potatoes in boiling water, I add vinegar. Obviously white wine vinegar. Then I add a bit of salt and I add the potatoes. And once the water comes back to a boil, I cook them for 4, at most 5 minutes. Great, now I drain the potatoes. At this point I turn off the vinegar. There's no need to keep cooking. Look, 4 or 5 minutes might seem too little to you. But this time I actually counted and it took 6 minutes to come back to a boil. And yet, as you can see, the pot was on the biggest burner and it was already boiling well. So, from the moment they were put in the water, they still cooked for more than 10 minutes. Enjoy your meal. Now, while the potatoes are draining well, I put the breadcrumbs in a small bowl. The pecorino cheese. Of course, if you don't like pecorino, you can just use grana or parmesan instead. The parmesan or grana, the smoked paprika, you can use sweet, spicy, or make a mix as you prefer, and the garlic powder. And I mix everything well, good. I was about to say I mix calmly, but I have to mix carefully calmly because I didn't measure things properly. And this little bowl is actually just right, just perfect. Now I mash the potatoes in a container. This time I picked a nice big one. I add some extra virgin olive oil, salt, a little bit of good pepper, and a nice mix with the tuna. I don't know if you can see it, but maybe you can hear it. Anyway, they've cooked for 10-11 minutes, boiled well for 4 or 5 minutes, but they're still nice and firm. Honestly, when they fall apart, get mushy, start breaking, I don't like them. Okay, now. Extra virgin olive oil. On the baking tray, I put a good amount of the cheese mix, breadcrumbs, and spices, and I mix it a bit in the oil. It's better to use your hands, maybe that's the way. First, I arrange the potatoes. The flat side facing down, of course. Then on top of the potatoes, I add more of the cheese and breadcrumb mix. A drizzle of oil. I place it in the preheated oven and bake at 220 degrees C for 25-30 minutes on static mode. And here they are, so listen to this. Let's see. Wow, they're super crispy on the outside, really soft on the inside, and super tasty. Make them and let me know what you think in the comments below. For now, I'll say goodbye, and as usual, before I leave you, I want to wish you a good meal.